In regard to this and start this discussion would be Chief Bonnie Cron. Chief Cron, if you'd be kind enough to please come forward at the lectern, we will await your comments.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Very nice to be here tonight to present some awards to two outstanding individuals that assisted Officer Quanch. Leslie, come up with me. Officer Quanch on February the 22nd faced a dangerous situation in our community. She received a life-threatening injury while in the line of duty, and she has been an outstanding officer for us for the year and a half or so that she's been with us. We can't say enough about all the work she's done. She's represented the Stafford Police Department extremely well, and we just can't say enough about her work that she's done within the community. With that, Mayor, I'd like to move into the presentations, and that way I can give additional information.
That'd be fine.
With that, I'd like to call up Mr. Brian Armagost and Mr. Paul Holland. We're taking this occasion tonight to honor Mr. Holland, Mr. Brian Armagost, for their outstanding service to the community, the Stafford Police Department. So on Friday, February 22nd, 2008, at 9:45 p.m., Officer Leslie Quanch and Christy Hill responded to a disturbance call at the AMF Stafford bowling lanes located at 2919 South Lane. As they entered the business, the officers were directed to the concessions area, and male patron was identified as the person causing the disturbance. Officers Quanch and Hill approached the intoxicated male, and while attempting to question him, he lunged at the officer, striking Officer Hill. After a struggle, the officer subdued and arrested the person. While escorting the arrestee towards the front door, the arrestee's female companion attacked the officers from behind and stabbed Officer Quanch in the back, causing a life-threatening injury. Having witnessed the attack, Mr. Brian Armagost and Mr. Paul Holland immediately, without regard for their own safety, helped Officer Quanch subdue, disarm, and handcuff the attacker. In addition, while Officer Hill handled the arrestee and requested backup, both Mr. Armagost and Mr. Holland rendered first aid to the wounded officer and helped maintain security of the assailant until additional police and medical personnel arrived. The quick and selfless actions of Mr. Armagost and Mr. Holland prevented additional injuries to the officers and public. The City of Stafford and the officers and employees of the Stafford Police Department wish to recognize Mr. Armagost and Mr. Holland and present them with Citizen Commedation Awards for their acts. Phil? The commendations read in recognition of your courageous act on February 22nd, 2008, of helping subdue, disarm, and secure the person responsible for the wounding of a Stafford police officer. These actions and your rendering of first aid to the wounding officer are testimony to your courage and selfishness. Presented May 14, 2008 by Mayor Garcelle and Council and Bonnie Cron's Chief of Police. All right. It's a small appreciation, token of our appreciation for your unselfish assistance to all. Without y'all's assistance, we know certainly additional injuries could occur, and we certainly thank you. Thank you.
stay at the lectern. You heard the recital of what occurred that night. I will long remember it. I received a call from Chief Ron shortly after it happened. Leslie was in the hospital. They weren't sure whether she was going